guys, welcome to MyAirbags. I'm Eli, and right now we are going to remove the airbag control module on this Hyundai Elantra. On this Hyundai Elantra, these are the tools you're going to need. I have my power drill here, hex bit, socket wrench with a 10mm. I have a flat bar with a flat head, and anything that has a thin prying edge to it for the trim. Now the first thing we want to do is disconnect the battery from the car. Anytime we work with the airbags, the airbag module, or the seat belts, we always want to disconnect the battery from the car so there's no power going into the car. My battery is right here on this Hyundai, and I have my negative side right here. You're going to need your 10mm socket, and we're just going to loosen that up. We're going to twist it right off and put it completely to the side. Same thing on the positive side here. 10mm socket. Once you have it loosened up, just go ahead and twist it right off and put it completely to the side. Next, we want to get right inside the car. Grab your 10mm. I have it on my power drill here, and we're going to lift up this cover here and get right into the center console. And we're just going to lift this up right here, and right away you'll notice two bolts right here, 10mm. At this point, you want to go ahead and transition to a hex bit or a Phillips bit. And we're going to go right down here by the foot panel. And right in here, there's a little plastic piece right in there. And we're going to go ahead and remove that. And then the same exact thing on the driver's side. Next, we're going to start working on this trim panel right over here. You're going to need something that has a nice thin edge to it. You don't have to use this tool here, but something that has a nice thin prying edge to it. Some flatheads will do the trick. Try to avoid ones that are too rigid like this one. With rigid flatheads like this, you may leave a few marks on the plastic itself, and we don't want that. So something nice, smooth that you can pry with. So this tool here or something similar, you want to get right in between right here. And you want to get right in here and just start prying up, and then with your other hand just try to help it up. So get right in there and start prying it up and work down, and then you'll notice the clips that are holding this down will just come right up. Once you have the whole back part here up, you want to go ahead and work the front, and you just want to pull towards you. And if you notice here at this point, you can't go any further because the shift knob is in the way. Notice that we have our emergency brake activated. That way, while we're taking this out of park, your car won't go rolling or anything else. You want to go ahead and make sure that e-brake is on. Now we're going to go ahead and release this shift knob here. You could do it the usual way right through here. Now that I have this lifted up, however, I'm just going to go ahead and push the button because it's right in the view. It's actually this plastic button right here. If you press down on that, the shift knob will come right out of its parked position, and I'm just going to move it all the way down, and then now I can go ahead and loosen this up some more. Then you want to go ahead and grab your pry tool and start working on this crease right over here, and the clips will come right out. You want to go ahead and grab it at this point right in there. Just pull it apart, and I'm going to do the same thing over on the driver's side as well. Once you have the sides popped off, it all becomes much easier, and this is what it looks like right here. Those are the clips that were holding it in right there.
Okay, here's what you need to know. When the car gets into an accident, there's three main things that could be causing the light to be on: the airbags, the airbag computer module, and the seat belts. Any deployed airbags must be replaced with new airbags. You can buy a new airbag module. The problem is they cost up to a few $100s, plus you have to pay a dealership technician to go in and program it to your car. In other words, you have to marry the new unit to your car. Here at MyAirbags.com, we work closely with body shops, collision shops, and salvage rebuilders in all 50 states. Instead of buying a new airbag computer, we can actually reset your original airbag module. In other words, we clear it of all codes. And because it's original to your car, programming is not necessary. Seatbelts also deploy and they throw trouble code. Instead of buying expensive replacements, you can actually send in your seatbelts along with your module. Our seatbelt techs are licensed and they hold an ATF certification. This means that after your seatbelts are rebuilt, they will work again as designed. They will deploy in another accident event. Right after I remove this airbag module, stick around and we'll take a peek at the seatbelts. If you want to know more, just click on the link in the description below or just go to MyAirbags.com.
Go ahead and grab your Phillips bit again, and we're going to go ahead and loosen these two screws right here. Once those are out, you want to go ahead and lift this right up, right over the tabs here. And then you'll notice the whole console can actually come right up and out. Next, you want to go ahead and work on these screws right here. There's one there and one right over here. Those two. Once the backside, the center console is out, these will pop right out. They're being held down by these clips right here at this point. You want to remove that. And then also on the driver's side as well. And now we can clearly see that the module is sitting right over here. You'll see the plugs connecting it. Now it's really important that we have already disconnected the battery. Next, after the battery is disconnected, we're going to go ahead and remove the plugs and then the bolts that hold the module in place. It's really important that you go in that exact order: battery, plugs, bolts, because if you don't do it in the correct order, you are risking deploying your airbags and seatbelts. We don't want that, so go ahead and make sure you follow the correct order. The plugs are right over here. There's two of them. And there's these levers that slide over. These levers. And to release the levers, you want to press down right over here on this button that is in front of the lever. And then just go ahead and push this over. And then the harness will come right out. Same thing right over here on the plug on this side. Go ahead and press that button, and then the lever will slide over and out. Next, you want to go ahead and grab your 10mm socket, and we're going to start working on these three bolts right over here. And then the last one is right over here in this corner right here. And this is what the module looks like on this Hyundai Elantra. If your car was in an accident and you're rebuilding this Elantra, the dealership will go ahead and tell you you have to replace this module. It can be reused. Here at MyAirbags, we do exactly that. We actually can reset your original module. That way you don't have to buy expensive replacement parts at the dealership. Most body shops and collision shops have been using MyAirbags.com for years. Every time they get a part serviced here at MyAirbags, whether it's the module or the deployed seatbelts or pretensioners, they save hundreds at a time on each part. On all the newer cars, when the airbags deploy, the seatbelt pretensioners will also deploy. Now, if you're a body shop, collision shop, or an automotive professional, you already know that the seatbelts will deploy and they'll lock up after an accident. They'll throw codes letting you know to replace them. Now, here at MyAirbags.com, we can actually professionally rebuild your seatbelt pretensioners. That way you don't have to buy expensive replacement parts And there's a huge difference in the repair cost as opposed to buying brand new. So let's go ahead and take a look at these seatbelts on this Hyundai Elantra. We want to get right into the side pillar panel right over here on the side, but the way we get to that is by lifting up this foot panel first. It's all connected. So we're going to start right here. You can use a flathead, or you can just use your hands, get right between the carpeting and this panel here and just pull right up. You'll hear some clips getting popped right up. You can get right between here, right where the clips are right there. Pop it up, and there should be one more all the way on this side here. And as you can see, those are the clips that are holding it down. No damage, just these clips here. And now that this piece here is free, we're going to use it to push up. So go ahead and keep working the side here. You can just work this right up. We're going to go right up the side. Once we have the front all the way loose, let's go ahead and jump in the back seat. Now here in the back, we're going to do the same thing that we did in the front. The foot panel comes up first. And same thing from the top. We're just going to go ahead and move this right out and out of the way. Now we have a really good view of the seatbelt pretensioner here. Now the passenger side is set up pretty much the same as the driver's side. As you can see, right here is the seatbelt pretensioner. So right here is the main housing for the pretensioner. This is right where the seatbelt rolls right into. And this is also where it deploys. Right here with this plug, that's where the pretensioner receives a signal, and it will lock up and throw codes, letting you know this needs to be replaced after the accident. Same thing goes for the driver's side. Now in this Hyundai Elantra, this seatbelt is going to be considered a dual stage seatbelt, meaning there's two parts that deploys. There's one part up here that you can see, this plug here and this housing. This deploys. Now if you follow the seatbelt up and then back down again, you will notice it will disappear into the floor through this accordion shaped piece here. Down in there is going to be another piece that deploys. And as you can see right here, this is the other part that deploys right there, right where that plug is. It's the same exact plug that you saw up on the pretensioner. Right there is another part that deploys. And as you can see, it has that long cylinder shaped tube. Most newer cars are set up like this. They'll either be dual or even triple stage seatbelts. The way you will know is by the plugs. I have two plugs here on this side. That means this side is a dual stage seatbelt. The driver's side will be the same. Now if this was deployed, this most likely would be scrunched down like an accordion, or you'll get an airbag light on and you'll get codes letting you know that this pretensioner here needs to be replaced. Here at MyAirbags.com, we can actually professionally rebuild your whole pretensioner system, the anchor tensioner, as well as the actual pretensioner here. Now if you want to remove this whole system here and send it in with your airbag module in for a reset, all you'd have to do is make sure that your battery is disconnected. There's no power going into the seats or the seat belts. Next, you want to go ahead and unplug these. This plug here, and then this plug up here, you want to unclip them and remove them. Then you want to work on the hardware. I've got one bolt right here that holds this piece down. Here on the seat belt, you want to go ahead and unbolt this bolt right here. There's another one that is right over here. And then if you follow the seatbelt up, now right behind here is going to be another bolt that holds the top of this right up. And you can go ahead and remove that part. So if the car was in an accident, most likely the seatbelts are locked up, they're deployed. Here at MyAirbags.com, we can professionally rebuild them. We can do the passenger side as well as the driver's side, along with the airbag module as well. All you have to do is go to MyAirbags.com, select your year, make, and model, and then add the parts to the car that you would like to have serviced. Next, just fill out your information, check out. Once you've successfully paid and checked out,
You can print out the confirmation barcode and put it right inside the box with your parts. No printer, no problem. You can go ahead and write out your name, address, phone number, and email address, and then just place that information inside the box with your parts. Once we receive the parts here at MyAirbags.com, we'll process the order, we'll service your parts, we'll ship it out to you within 24 hours. Everything we service comes with a warranty. Hey guys, if you're sitting there with a question in mind, go to MyAirbags.com and click on Help. On there you can type in a keyword or a question, and most likely the right answer will pop up right for you. If it doesn't, we're always here on the phones. You can email us, chat with us, or you can even just text us. We're always here to help you. MyAirbags.com. Now's the time to give us a big like, subscribe to our channel. We have more videos just like this. Comment. I really enjoy reading your comments. This is Eli with MyAirbags.com. Save time and money on your next project.